It's the 1970s in America, and Nixon is the current sitting president. A young Republican is looking to begin his career in politics, and this young man would go on to eventually become the Vice President of the United States of America. The political climate in the country did change, obviously, over the course of decades, but this man's passion for leadership, the country, and the Republican Party did not. So does Vice paint an accurate portrayal of Dick Cheney's rise to political power, or are there more entertaining politics happening on C-SPAN after dark? Let's talk about it in this review. Adam McKay is back in the writer/director's chair for a deep dive into the politics of Washington, D.C. He continues his unique brand of storytelling that takes complex issues and topics like mortgage banking, or in this case, politics, and he breaks them down into simple concepts for the masses to understand. And as we go on this journey, he does give the narrator short periodic breaks to further break down and clarify some of the more complex topics. And he does this not just with a verbal explanation, but at times he also has little placeholders with faces on them and a board game to actually kind of help illuminate some of the items that he wants to specifically address in the film. His particular and unique brand of storytelling continues to show that he has a voice that is clear, articulate, and at times humorous. While at times he does venture into partisan or perceivably negative views on certain Republican figures, he also then takes time to explain how the nation receives certain benefits from those same people because of the actions they took. So yes, while his opinions are left-leaning, they're not so far left that he's going to tip over, if that makes sense. The actors in this film did a great job of evolving into their roles, making me believe that a transformation had actually taken place, which is the job of the actor, so I'm happy to report, job well done. Steve Carell, Amy Adams, Don McManus, Lily Rabb, and of course, Christian Bale all do a fantastic job really getting into these characters to make them feel three-dimensional and believable. Sam Rockwell, another great talent, seemed to vacillate between believability and parody for President Bush. However, he did such a great job in that role, you just couldn't help but keep your eyes fixed on the screen while he was delivering both of these different versions of the president. However, make no mistake, this is Christian Bale's movie, and deservedly so. I would not at all be surprised to see him nominated for Best Actor this year at the Academy Awards, because his talent shines through in unimaginable ways. Christian Bale and the team he used to get into makeup and costume really went for a home run swing, and I really do believe that they just knocked it way over the fence and out of the park. Sports reference, nailed it. Most of the time in this film, I didn't really feel like I was ever watching Christian Bale give a performance because his performance was so good it wasn't distracting. Most of the time, my eyes were transfixed on the story. Really enjoyed the humor as well. Now, I won't say that this is Christian Bale's swan song. However, I will say that his performance is as impressive and memorable as Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour. Vice is playing at your local movie theater right now, and I am going to recommend a big screen viewing of this film. Adam McKay continues to develop a style that is unique to the stories he's telling, when the stories he's telling are about real life situations but told through a Hollywood lens. Like Guillermo del Toro, Tim Burton, John Hughes, Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, Kevin Smith, Kenneth Branagh, and Luc Besson, he is telling stories that only he can tell, and he's creating films that only he can create, with a voice that stands apart from the crowd. As a conservative myself, it's unfortunate to me that his voice is so left-leaning, but hey, everyone's got their flaws. Back to the film. The movie delivers on exactly the story I feel it wanted to tell, plus more, and so because of that, Vice will be getting all the high fives from this guy. Vice is playing at your local movie theater right now. If you're a Republican or a conservative like myself, maybe you're both, who knows, stranger things have happened. Try viewing this film through the lens of Dick Cheney's achievements instead of a condemnation of Cheney. That's what I did, and I really enjoyed this movie. So, everybody, go check this one out.